There we go.
Is that it?
How about now, boys? The chat kind of delayed. Boys. Yes, sir. It's working.
All right.
Amen, baby Jesus. Amen.
Did you post this on your Instagram too?
Uh,
You don't have to. It's all right.
oh, we should have watched, bro. Should have watched my own live stream, baby. Boosting the numbers.
You might want to mute it so there's no echo.
Oh, that's not the.
Well, they found it.
They saying live yet?
They found it.
How'd you guys find it? That's interesting. I like that. Anyways. Alright. So my professor's gonna watch this, so I actually have to do something.
Okay.
So how you been? Saul? This is Saul. This is Arturo. I don't know, Saul, so say something about yourself. Like, where you from?
So I'm from Mexico. I'm a dreamer, so I have DACA. That's been pretty prevalent lately, especially in the news. But I grew up here in Indy, basically from 4 until 21, and I've actually never left this state for longer than like a day. So all I know is corn.
Oh, you know is
Yeah. I also go to IUPUI. I'm currently doing psychology, going for occupational therapy. Arturo's class seems a lot more fun though.
Yeah, so hey y'all. I'm studying media arts and science with a focus in digital marketing. Basically, I make pretty things for the internet, including a live stream.
What's the plan for today? What do you got
What's
for
the
me?
plan for today? So today we're just gonna talk about some stuff.
Okay.
I got some things written out, but you know, to be honest, not the best questions ever. Yes, free Hong Kong, 100%, bro. Young dad here, what's up? Oh, I love you guys. So, I mean, first question is,
Okay.
who are you?
Who am I?
Who are you really? Like, I kind of want to get a little deep into this, just because, like, you know, we always talk around like friends and stuff, but we never really have those deep conversations. If you know what I'm saying?
On the first question?
On the first question, bro, we're gonna hit deep with our audience of the boys.
I mean, give me an example. Like, who are you? What would you say?
So, who am I? I'd say I'm an individual with a troubled past,
Okay.
and mostly because I've created it myself. Like, so what I mean by that is, I've been pretty lucky to live, you know, middle class, big chillin', not really have to worry about a whole lot of things. And then I started making a bunch of problems with them for myself in my head, you know. And so that's just me, you know.
Okay.
Brief description. But still deep.
Okay. So I mean, I think a lot of me is part of my family, since they are illegal immigrants. All they do is work.
Mhm.
Times they couldn't even be home. So that's I kind of use that to identify myself. So instead of having characteristics, I was kind of like, I need to be better for them, not for me. So I always tend to be a bit smart, but when you're smart, you don't really work hard. You just
Yeah.
get things done. So once I got to college, that kind of came back and bit me. You know, you pick yourself up, and a lot of times I've noticed that everything revolves around approval from my parents, right? So I don't think, let me get this because I like it. It's like, if I get this, would my parents approve of it? And then besides that, in high school, I was a horrible public speaker. So when I got to college, I fixed that, and now it's kind of like a facade. Like if you saw me when I wasn't trying to be a good speaker, I slurred everything together. That's it.
And it wasn't because of the braces, bro.
And it wasn't because of the braces.
I mean, yeah, that's actually really good. So I mean, see, I learned something about you. It's the learning hour with Arturito and Saul.
You have another question ready for me?
Do I have another question? So,
I have one for you if you want.
oh,
So, all right. All this semester, he barely had any facial hair. Now look at you. You have this and you have that. Is there a reason for it? You trying to go for a new look, new you, or you just growing it out?
honestly, so I've always wanted when I was a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
um, every day before school, I'm talking like a few years old, like 2, 3. Every day I'd go up to my mom and like I'd drink milk, and then she'd be like, "Oh, you have a milk mustache." And I'd be like, no, mama, déjame mi bigote. Let me have my mustache, mom. Let me have my mustache. I'm looking manly out here.
You have a comment right there.
What do you say?
He says it's from Cloud. He's saying, so you've never been through the struggle before?
So I mean, it's a different type of struggle. It's,
Everybody says that, to be fair.
yeah, to be like the financial struggle really started when I moved out because I never knew how to finance anything. I never knew how to manage my own money. So freshman year, I really felt that because I was working 40 hours a week, right? I was going to school. I was involved in extracurriculars, but I didn't save any of that money. So that entire year that I worked, I have like no money to show for it.
Mm.
Like all the money that I have in my bank account right now is because of the job that I have. I work at T-Mobile, and it's really helped me put a lot of things into perspective. Just because like I've never ever had money, and I've been making a lot of money, and I've just been like, why am I going to spend all of this at once? And I used to just spend it on food, which is kind of ironic because like I never ate, that's the goofiest part. I never used to eat. Like I'd eat one meal a day, 3,000 calories at Chipotle when I used to work there. Loaded up, triple meat, double wrap, quesarito. Those were the days. There's a lot of goofing around.
So for those watching that don't know about how we met, and for your professor, since they assume he has to watch this, we met freshman year of college. There was a Latino club on campus that hosted this big kind of like cookout event. We went there, and then everybody kind of already knew each other. But then I saw this guy. He didn't know anybody. So to break the ice, he started dancing on a table. And then I was like, oh, I'll stand by him. And then people are going to talk to me because they're weirded out by him. And then we started talking. He was pretty cool. And then eventually I got him a job working with me at Chipotle. That's where he literally worked 40 hours and did school and then had no money somehow. And then I eventually got a job at T-Mobile, and I got him hired there as well. So we've been through the ringer quite a bit. And no, I can grow a mustache. This is 4 weeks in. And you can't see if there's nothing there.
Right here, I got 2 days in, bro. I mean, it's kind of hit or miss with us. But now dropping 100, 1,000 on a PC. I mean, times have changed. Times have changed.
You can't tell this man any different. Look what he had before the stream started.
Before the stream, Chipotle games for life, baby. Throwing up the big seats.
How's T-Mobile for you?
T-Mobile?
Yeah.
It's doing great, bro. I mean, honestly, like
you're basically a product placement streamer right now.
I'm a product placement streamer, y'all. Yeah, if y'all ain't got the T-Mobile Tuesday fanny pack, bro, what you doing on my stream? But I mean, honestly, it's been life changing. So I'm gonna have to thank. I know I thank you before for the job, but not like it's public. So I mean, I'd say the biggest thing T-Mobile taught me is how to spend my money, because like I said, I used to like make $500 every week, every 2 weeks at Chipotle, and I have no clue where it went because I didn't pay rent at the time.
Right.
So like it would just be gone for some reason. Like, I don't know. Yo, what's up, Vincent? That's my roommate. Oh, should I talk about how I met Vincent?
Yeah, you can talk about it.
At the party?
No. So we met Vincent at school.
We met Vincent at school.
We studied together. We went to church together sometimes, and then he just kind of became part of our.
He did, and then some things happen at a certain event. We'll talk about that later, maybe. And then, we hit it off. Now we're roommates. And I'm his tío El Verga Larga. So, that's a pretty honorable title I hold. Near and dear to my heart, you know. So, okay, hold on. I actually have a question now.
Go for it.
I'm the tío of the group, right? Because I guess I just have that aura.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think your aura is?
Mine?
Yeah.
I don't like the stepdad of the group.
we talking the Will Ferrell stepdad, bro? The pushover goofy one?
I care about you guys. I try to do my best. Hey, it's like, you won't listen to me. Because I don't know any better than you. It's my second wife, right? Like,
that is true, bro.
That's how it works. That's how I see it. But we can't just make it about. We can do some little current event.
All right. So what have you been doing currently then?
Currently, I've been working.
And
recently, on Thursday, I will be getting a dog. So I'm getting all ready for it.
You know what type of dog he is?
On the website, it says he's a miniature. He has a Chihuahua mixed in there, so he's just this tiny guy, very energetic, looks muscular.
That is cute, bro. I mean, I don't know. I really want a dog, but I also don't have. I can't say that. I can't say that.
The chat gets recorded too.
The chat gets recorded too. Yeah, it does. So, all right. So, I mean, I really want a dog, but our landlord doesn't let us have dogs. Also, like, I'm never home, except for like right now. So this quarantine has changed so many things. Forget I can't say that. This thing has changed so many things around life. Like, I'm home all the time. That's it. I'm home all the time. That's the biggest game changing thing. I'm never home usually. So like, usually like throughout school, I'd come home at like 12, 12:30. I'd be at the library all night. I wouldn't be studying. I'd tell myself I'd be studying. I'd study a little bit, and then I'd go home.
Real quick, sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's a good question.
So in the morning, me and my girlfriend were arguing about it because we live together. Dog's gonna live with us. She wanted Chico. I wanted Kylo. She thought Kylo was for a big dog and it sounded kind of nerdy.
Why didn't you want Chico?
Huh?
Why didn't you want Chico?
Chico sounds like if I go to the park and say Chico, half of the Hispanic dogs are gonna come to me, and I don't want that. All right, I want to be a little unique. So somehow I convinced her to call it Chewie. Right? Because that's from Chewbacca. She didn't get that reference, so we agreed on Chewie. So, final answer, Chewie.
How are you gonna spell it?
Huh?
How are you gonna spell
it? With a Y.
Yeah. But what about the other letters?
They're not gonna SHEWY, Chewie, bro.
Oh, for real? You know Chihuahua now, bro? Bro, no. I think so. When I get a bigger house and more time on my hands, I'm gonna get a German Shepherd.
They're a lot of work.
They're a lot of work.
A lot of energy.
Doesn't Javi have one?
Yeah.
Yeah, our boy Javi has a German Shepherd, and it's a lot of work. But the dog's cute. I mean, Javi is too. So, I mean, you probably just have to.
So, we were planning on talking about the new consoles. Since we're both nerds, we both work at T-Mobile. Tech kind of intrigues us. What do you think? Before, have you been Team Xbox or PlayStation?
All my life, I've been Team Xbox. That's because my dad, we were still living in El Paso, so I don't really remember how old I was. We would play Xbox. He bought an Xbox for me for Christmas. We'd play Star Wars Battlefront, the first one, the OG. And it was the most fun ever. And, ever since then, we've just been upgrading Xboxes. So, before the PS5 dropped, or was announced,
purely Xbox?
I was going to be purely Xbox.
Did you ever want a PS4? Because they had a lot of titles Xbox kind of did in this last generation.
Nah, bro. I always wanted this boy right here. Xbox Series X. This thing right here. the big chungus, bro, the mini fridge. I was looking at that and I was like, yo, that's pretty sweet. Where can I cop one of those? And then PS5 said, yo, you need an extra router in your house? We got you. Right here, the new router. And I'm not gonna lie, I watched the event for both of them, and the PS5 looking like it got some clean games.
Well, I mean, okay,
Let's see what the chat's saying.
the AC unit.
The AC unit. I did an Xbox Series S just using the stick. Come on now.
Well,
Can you go over the Valorant patch? I don't know how to read.
my brother had the PS4. I've always been PC, but I was gonna get a PS5 because those titles look really nice.
Yeah, the titles are really good.
Now, no. Since everybody in the chat that I know for the most part is a bunch of nerds, what do you think about the price? Because
It wasn't it leaked like 5?
there's been a bunch of leaks, right? There's one that says it's going to be 700 and then 600. There was another one that said there was going to be 400 and then 300 for the digital. What are you thinking? Which one would you buy? How much is too much?
So I'm definitely gonna buy the disc version, just because I don't know, like physical media. I love it. Like
Okay.
I'd buy DVDs if I would actually watch them, but Netflix is a little bit easier. And like physical games though, like there's just nothing better than opening up a brand new game. It's one of the best feelings in the world. Right now, 700 too much for a console. That's kind of pricey.
So 500 or bust. I agree. I don't think I would pay more than 500.
Yeah, because so brand new for the Xbox Series X. So this is back in high school when I bought it. This is how bad I'm managing money I am, bro. I got paid that same day. I got like a $500 check. That same day, I bought the Xbox One. And I didn't have any money in my bank account after that. I think I had like a couple of cents. Yeah. So
you weren't even playing games. You were just looking at the title screen.
yeah. I think I bought like a game. I don't know.
So I can't smell. So I don't know what the new core, new game, new anything smell is. But the new game taste is pretty good. It's top tier. Top tier.
It is top tier. I've definitely eaten my games before. Especially when I'm bad, bro. I can't see that game anymore. No, so if it's 500 though, the PS5, I'll definitely cop it.
I'll get it.
I'll buy it for sure.
And then physical all the way.
Physical all the way.
The only reason why I think I would get a physical is because retailer games go on sale way more often.
Oh yeah, retailer games, and then also the fact that like you can still download games if you need to.
Yeah.
You have the option of either buying used games from like Amazon, Best Buy. Does Best Buy still sell used games?
No.
I don't know, but you can still go to like mom and pop shops. You can still go to mom and pop shops or like Disc Replay out there. But if you go all digital, you can't sell your games.
From what I've seen on the leaked list of supported extra storage, if you want to get like supported extra storage for your console, it's gonna be like 150 plus.
That's not bad.
For something that's fast enough, but for extra storage, a lot of people won't do that. So
Yeah.
I think that they might want disc anyways.
Yeah, no. I can't, bro. I got too many. Oh,
That is a fair point.
I mean, I guess that's true. Well, I don't know. My little sister never touched my stuff until I taught her how to play Minecraft. Big mistake.
Hey, that Minecraft's gonna look great in 8K,
Minecraft is gonna look
10
great.
FPS.
It is low key. I don't know. I mean, I feel like new Minecraft update. Did they do another one after the Nether Realm update? Because that's the last one I remember. So that's the last update that I loaded up. So I don't know if there's any recent ones. I really wanted to mess around with the bees, but they're like hard to farm.
I don't play Minecraft. So
You don't play?
I don't.
Yeah, I remember when we had that server. You really just were post and bust.
There is somebody asking about the new Valorant update.
A new Valorant update.
Don't think your professor might know what it is in case he does. Big props. But you
Big
got to
props.
please your viewers.
I gotta please the viewers.
So, biggest thing, ranked.
Ranked. Dude, I can't wait. So, I don't know which one of y'all in the, what was it? In the group chat, we were talking about that you still had to do 20 placement matches.
Yeah.
Or no, not even placement matches. This was just like you had to play 20 games overall. And when did it drop? When did the game drop again? It was like 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so ever since that day, ever since it dropped, we've been playing at least 3 to 5 games each night. So I know for sure we have the 20.
Right. I mean, that's better than what they did for League. With League, you can play ranked until you're level 30. That's easily 80 games, right? I would say.
80 games?
I mean,
Oh, it
roughly.
came out June 2nd. So
I would say it used to be a lot longer before they made it shorter to get level.
yeah, that's 3
30.
weeks, like exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I think the biggest thing on Valorant though is the fact that what?
Which release, but not the ranked play. Just yet.
What? Man, I really want to play Valorant. I just want to play. So the main issue with Valorant right now is the matchmaking system that they have in place, because so this is usually how it goes. We'll have a 5-game win streak.
You might have a 5-game.
Well, okay, so I've had a 5-game win streak before, right? And then afterwards, I was put into these sweaty lobbies that were literally like I could not walk around a corner without getting headshot and dying immediately. So it just makes the thing it just makes it a lot less fun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever had a win streak that high before. That might just be me. But I can't see the sweaty lobbies.
I'm updating the link in my Instagram. So I shouted this out on my Instagram to hopefully get a little more viewers. Just because
more viewers, more questions.
More viewers, more questions. And these are all gaming. Not that I have anything wrong with that. That's all I do anyways.
I mean, I can't ask you something else.
All right. Oh, you have another question right now?
I can, yeah.
You're dumb, bro.
I mean, if we want to move aside from gaming, right?
No, I don't care. I mean, it's all we do. So
that is fair. Did you play The Last of Us?
I never. So here's the thing. So since I've never owned a PS, like a PlayStation, I've always watched the walkthroughs or the playthroughs. So someone I watch a lot is the Rad Brad. PewDiePie I watched when he does run-throughs. That's actually how I started playing Subnautica. He posted that on his story, and then I started watching it.
Oh, nice.
What?
Right there, Nico said that next year he's going to be taking programming classes.
Computer programming is really hard, but it's also a lot of
fun. Vincent, he did computer science as his major before mechanical engineering, so give him a talk. But it's tough but rewarding. How quick do you expect to get into VR?
How quick do I expect to get into VR? Super quick. So, remember that one time you brought it over to the house?
Yeah.
It was. So I've always watched VR gameplay, and when you watch it, like on a stream or whatever, it's cool. Like it looks cool.
I think it looks kind of bad, honestly. On like the streamers, like the viewer side, it just looks.
I think it looks alright because like there's still like more things that you can do. Like you can grab stuff physically with your hands, and like seeing that, you're just like, wow, that's everything I ever dreamed of as a kid, right? Because like I'd be playing like Spider-Man 2, and I'd be, how cool would it be?
You could swing?
If I could swing. Right? But now, I think that's the next game that they have to make. A Spider-Man VR game?
They made one, but it's not what you
They have to make a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw the gameplay of that, and it looks garbage. It's not the same thing watching it.
Yeah.
Of course not. No. So, where I was going with that,
yeah.
When Saul brought it over to my house, it changed. It literally, like, this sounds ridiculous, but it changed my view on VR, and it changed my life. I'm being serious.
Why do you want?
Because, like, before, I was just like, yeah, no, VR is not going anywhere. and then I played it myself. First of all, it messed up my field of view in real life. So I took off the headset like after playing for a little bit, and everything seemed so much farther away. Like couldn't I couldn't grab onto things. It was really weird. 'Cause, like you get used to the controllers that you have, and then you try to grab something the same way you do. So like with these three fingers, and you're just like, what the heck? But I don't know. It literally is game changing, pun intended.
I always
But
thought VR was like 3D. Like if you ever had a 3D TV,
Oh,
it
yeah.
would just it looks kind of stupid.
Mhm.
But then the Fashion Mall has in the Microsoft Store you can put on a VR headset. The first time I did that, it was amazing.
Mhm.
I did not expect it to be that great. And then I built my next PC around that. And then after I got the Rift, which required no cameras, which is another big one for me because I can now mount in my other room.
Mhm.
It was just like life changing.
Yeah, no. So
Yeah. So VR for phones
yeah.
ruined VR for me until I tried an actual VR headset. Even
Yeah.
though it can be pretty cool.
So I went to like a school project, right? And one of the people there had like a phone VR headset. I tried it on. It was literally like watching a 3D display. Like it's not the kid's fault, it's the technology's fault. The technology like for phone VR just isn't there. You need to fully grasp what's going on. You need to be in control of your hands because just like phone VR, walking around like that, like no, like it's not good.
It could be possible though. Phones have 120 hertz screens now. The processor could be good enough. You could buy control. I mean, it could be done.
It could be, but
But it's not going to be as good as a dedicated machine.
Yeah, no. I mean, like how much RAM does your computer have?
16.
16. So I think the phone with the most right now, like
12?
widely available, yeah, like 12.
12?
And I think that's a Samsung Ultra.
I think some gaming phones have 16, but like
Yeah,
it's a order then place that.
It's a gaming phone, so you're not gonna buy it. Like people aren't accessing it.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like I'm not gonna lie, I don't think Samsung's gonna go and do another VR headset again.
Right. I mean, you never know.
You never know, but I think they killed it too fast. So the thing about Samsung is I really like their company because they try a lot of stuff. I love that. But it's just what?
So there's an anime, right, where it's basically gaming in the future.
Yeah.
And instead of putting on a VR headset, you still put it on, but instead of it just going into your eyes, it like affects your neurons, I think. So you're in this, right? So you're not moving your hands in real life. You're moving them in your mind, and then that's being processed in the game.
Oh, so like Ready Player One, but like a lot better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it. Phone processor is powerful. Current gen consoles.
Yeah. I think
concurrent gen consoles handle VR though.
That's
PSVR.
PSVR is pretty cool for what it is.
Yeah.
Next gen VR, I think these consoles are gonna make VR so readily available for everybody. We're gonna get like all games are gonna be Half-Life Alyx level if they want to.
Did you ever play with Boneworks?
Yes.
Was it good was it as good or better than Half-Life?
Half-Life is probably better mainstream because it has a story, it's got comedy, it's got ending. Boneworks, you're like free and then you can do anything you want because the engine is just so advanced.
Yeah.
But like Jason here, he can't play Boneworks.
Why?
He doesn't know exactly why because I don't think he can play Alyx yet, and he'll tell us. But he gets nauseous; he can't do it, and he can play other VR games just fine.
Well, I think it might be one of the settings because I know for Alyx you can do the free walk thing, or you can do the on the rails type thing where you basically just like point and click to where you're going. So, I mean,
It is very real.
The physics is super real. So last year when that game came out, I stumbled upon not last year. Before the game came out, I stumbled upon the crew, the guy who made it. I stumbled upon his channel, and they just like review a bunch of VR
Oh, yeah.
games, and they play it. I can't remember their names right now. Node VR. Their channel is hilarious. I like them. Their personalities are hilarious. But and then one of the guys, Brandon was his name.
I think so.
Yeah, Brandon on Node VR started talking about Boneworks and how it was cool, it was awesome, and he showed a little tech demo, and it was in the very early stages. It was literally just a testing field, right? And I saw that and I was like, yo, that's cool. I knew it was cool before I even tried VR. And then I tried VR, and now I can only think of how much cooler it is.
Some VR games, you play too often.
Right.
They'll bring you in. Like there's some games where when I take off the headset, I do not believe where I am. Like I want to go back.
Bro, that's what happened. That's what happened the first time to me, or with me, when I played with your VR headset. We went to go pick up pizza afterwards from Little Caesars. I could not drive. You had to drive me there, and that's because like, not only did I believe, like I got real Matrixy in that. I was like, yo, am I living in a simulation right now? What if I just like take the back of my cord off?
Yeah, it's got a lot of settings.
It is got a lot of settings.
That's not what he said, but it does have a lot of settings.
It does. Like it's just so. If I play Boneworks, something that's like so real, because it was designed to be, it might mess me up good.
If there's people like my mom, there's this roller coaster one where if you put it on, it's super cool. It's just, you feel a little movie. But when I put it on my mom, who super, not interested in tech, she puts it on, and she just feels like she's there. Like I sat her down in a chair and put this little roller coaster ride up, and she was on the floor hugging it because she couldn't do it, and then she got hooked on it. So sometimes when I got home from classes, I would see her with the headset on the floor, just trying it. Yeah, because she says it helped her de-stress.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was weird, but like I mean, if it works, it works.
I guess so. I tried VR. It wasn't that bad. I didn't care because my eyesight is shut. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I have to wear mine with glasses.
Right.
Yeah, if I don't, I don't get sick, but it doesn't look good.
Did you ever get contacts?
No. But you can buy this special lenses you put on there, and then you don't have to wear glasses because your prescription.
Oh, that's cool.
They're expensive. They're like $80, but
I mean, you already dropped a whole bunch on the VR headset, so you might as well.
Fair.
Like to enjoy it fully. Like I feel like it'd be like buying an Xbox with no controllers, bro.
We already have controllers, they're just not.
Or okay,
as controllers.
it'd be like buying an Xbox but not having an HDMI.
Okay, that's fair. I would say try it. Definitely try it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, so that's gonna be my next biggest purchase. Besides like car repairs.
You start off with being No,
it's just all gonna go down to gaming again. Yeah, because now. So first I have to pay out some things. I think so. I got charged for school again, but I'm in some classes, so I kind of understand, but I don't want to pay it.
Okay. You kind of have to go in the fall.
Man, bro.
There is. I've seen some stuff. So there, just like how your phones and your computers have different refresh rates.
Yeah.
They make some headsets with higher refresh rates. From what I've read online, those higher refresh rates, once you go to it, you can't go back. Right? It just feels.
Yeah.
Trash, but it feels more real, is what I've heard. So if you thought that my headset was pretty real looking, if you try something like that, which is also a higher quality, you might.
Might matrix out.
You might matrix out, honestly. I can't smell, so that's already one less sense. I'm already immersed.
Bro, yeah. Once they come out with VR that you can smell, bro, game over. Game over.
Some theaters are doing something with like 4D seats.
Oh, dude, yeah. So I tried that in Mexico, right, with my grandma. Or no, it was with my cousins. We went to go watch a movie in 4D. Ghost in the Shell. We watched Ghost in the Shell 4D.
Did they throw a bunch of machine parts at you?
Yeah, they did. They started throwing nuts and bolts, bro. No, okay, so like, it's cool. But I also went to a Shrek ride in Disney, or not Disney, Universal, when I was like a kid, and that was better than what I experienced in Ghost in the Shell.
Well, you don't want to make anybody nauseous when they're in the
Well,
seat.
so that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna do 4D, then why would you?
He's been on it.
The Shrek ride is awesome. The Shrek ride is so cool, but that Ghost in the Shell movie experience was like, it was the worst movie experience I've had in a while, and it's not because of the whitewashing. Like, that was really bad. Everyone got mad at that, right? But then I got in the seat and I started moving around and stuff. I was like, yo, bro, I just want to like be able to see without shaking for a second.
Oh, I see.
Like, because it's different than VR, right? Because with VR, if you shake, it look like it moves with you. But yeah, the screen is static while you're moving, so you're looking at something while it's moving. Like, it's dumb.
Actually sneeze on you in the
Yes.
rest? Is it green?
I think it's just like water, bro.
It's just water.
I don't know.
This should go all the way. It should like stain clothes.
It should stain close.
Nickelodeon ooze.
A little bit more viscous. No, so there's also a Bugs Life one at Disney. I don't know if it's 4D completely, but like, so they like it's bugs, right? They'll have like tapping. They'll have tapping, and that's like the bugs moving behind you and stuff, and you can hear it. And it feels really weird.
Oh, that sounds really weird.
And
Somebody
then-
doesn't like bugs.
Yeah, no, and then like I think like spoiler alert, it ends with like the grasshoppers telling like wasps or something to bite you in the back, and they have this little pressure controlled thing, right? And it just touches you in the back. It's flat, so it doesn't hurt,
Okay.
but it weirds you out, especially like when I was a kid, bro. I think I was crying. Because I was so scared. Oh my god, it hurt you in the back. And my aunt, like, she was like, "No, bro, you're chilling. There's nothing there."
Do we have those like readily available in Mexico?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's. I mean, like, it's in a big mall, but in Cinemex, Cinemex, bro. Everything in Mexico. All the big companies, Mex at the end, bro. Jumex, Pemex, the petroleum
Yeah.
company, Telmex, the telephone company, Cinemex,
Cinnamon.
the cinnamon company. that's the movie theater. But yeah, you know you've made it in Mexico if you're a big stakeholder in one of those companies, bro.
It is what it is.
And
And I don't know if you saw it, but because Netflix added Avatar, right? That brought a lot of positives over there because it's such a great show, so
Yeah.
diverse, everything, people love it, right? Shout out to Uncle Iroh.
I got that Uncle Arrow.
I don't know if you saw, but today it was trending because they added Split to Netflix. And
Everybody that suffers from a similar mental health condition wants it removed because it paints them in a negative light. Like the biggest thing is I don't want to be seen as a monster in front of my family.
Right.
What's your take on that?
This is touchy.
this touch.
So
I think they are, but we know how that first one went.
no, so they're not okay. So first of all, they're not making a live action movie to Avatar. What's happening is they're making a live action series. The original creators from Avatar: The Last Airbender tied to it from Nickelodeon. So it's not going to be. It's going to be a remake, like completely
Live action?
Yeah, live action.
Okay.
And it's got a Netflix budget, so the animation's about to look clean. All right, so back to that
I
original.
don't know if you saw Iron Fist, but
Huh?
I don't know if you saw Iron Fist, but that
The animations on Iron Fist weren't that bad. It just looked kind of cringy.
a series.
Yeah, it's about to be a series.
I watched it.
Oh,
that
no,
could be
that's-
the viewing party.
Yeah, so that's what they that's why they put Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix. Yeah, because they wanted to build hype. Now, what I want them to do is release Legend of Korra, and what I should stop doing is dodging that question about Split, bro, because that's a heavy boy.
Well, okay, let me specify the question. Not what do you think about that? What do you think about, since you're in media arts and sciences? What do you think about them removing a piece, an art piece
Right.
from a medium because of public backlash.
Okay. So,
When they are in theory right, but they're a small minority, right?
right. Well, okay. So first of all, we can't really count that as a small minority because like it's the affected population.
Fair.
So we're minorities in this country.
Fair.
Like if something weren't to please us, we'd be vocal about it, right?
Right, and then since it's
So
about us,
yeah. So
Okay. I see
what? Yeah. So that's that point. But I think so first of all, you shouldn't apologize for art. You should learn from it.
Okay.
So, first of all, this is my personal take on Split. I thought it was a great movie, despite like how he depicted a real mental illness,
Mhm.
and that's how it's often depicted. So I don't think it's solely M. Night Shyamalan's fault. What it does highlight, though, is just like how do I say it? How Hollywood plays up everything,
Right.
and it's just to make money off of it. And at some point, you do have to listen to your fans. You do have to listen to the people that get angry, but you also don't just stop. Because so a good example of that is Dave Chappelle.
Right.
So Dave Chappelle pisses people off regularly. That's his whole thing, right? He apologizes when he feels right to, but he doesn't apologize for saying a joke. He apologizes to people for getting their feelings hurt, and then he changes. He doesn't continue to make those jokes, right?
Mhm.
But he doesn't try to shame his past, right? So I think that's what needs to happen is that the whole movie industry needs to say, you know what we've done to depict people of a minority with mental disabilities or with physical disabilities, anything like that, like, is wrong. We're not going to continue to, we apologize for it. We're not going to burn down all the films because we're just going to be removing, like, the past bad stuff that we've done, and that's not where.
So you're saying going forward, not doing that, Hollywood not doing that again, but you're not gonna remove it off of Netflix.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
I would. Just because, like, if I'm gonna bring up 13 Reasons Why, bro. If they remove that off Netflix, they need to remove 13 Reasons Why. Because first of all, it's a garbage show.
It is pretty bad.
It's bad. Second of all, like, the way it depicts mental health is actually, like, it's one of the worst things ever. So what they're trying to do is reach for more sympathy when the book already did that. So they tried to. So the characters were already flat, but then they, like, the crime there was that they didn't do enough story building to make the actions that the characters did seem valid. So it all just becomes a joke at the end. And second of all, they showed, like, a literal suicide on camera. And if you're trying to make a film that spreads awareness, don't include what happens. Like, especially on something like that, something that's like a very, very sensitive topic like suicide. You don't show someone committing suicide. That's the biggest no-no in that playbook. You don't do that. So I think if we have to treat all mental illness the same. Like, it does exist, and we do have to be careful about what we say about it. But at the same time, like, I don't want them to remove it. I want them to use it more like as a teaching lesson, like how not to do movies or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if Netflix will ever make that playlist just because it's insulting.
Okay.
I see your point. I think we should leave it there
Yeah.
because you could go on for that for a while, I believe.
Yeah, because I was like, what, 10 minutes in?
Next point, though, since we are talking about films now. Movie theaters. If they open back up, are you going to go?
Hell
Do you think they're going to open up? You think they're going to be back to
So
normal?
here's the thing. They're definitely going to open up because streaming can only do so much, right?
Okay.
Like, remember when we went to go see Avengers
I'm sorry to
Endgame?
hear that, Nico. You can type in what you think about it. You know, the question I asked him.
Yeah, if you guys ever have any thoughts about anything, go ahead and type. We'll try to respond.
Where you going? Theaters opening, closing?
Yeah, no, they definitely should open back up. So it's like having live shows, like live concerts. When you go see a midnight premiere, yeah, mask necessary. I don't know if it would put seats between people, just because I know, like, I think they'd put seats between groups though, and I think you'll see a lot more reserving of movie seats.
That's what I did anyway. I know
Right.
People go in, they're like, let me get that sounds barbaric.
I used to. No, so the theater back in Columbus, you don't reserve seats.
Really?
You don't, no. And like whenever I'd go to Mexico, they'd reserve seats there. When I went to France with my tia, they reserved seats there. So I thought it was an international thing. And then I came to Indy, bro, and I found out that y'all did that. I was like, yo, what is going on? Well, because like there's something cool about being there first and choosing your own seat. There's also something cool about knowing where you're gonna sit. But yeah, no. So like now you're definitely gonna be able to see. You're definitely gonna see that reserved seating is a must.
How about that? Was it WB? Are they not going to be
Warner Bros.
Yeah, I thought there was a thing that I saw where their movies aren't going to be played in cinemas anymore because they streamed a movie during COVID. So that movie isn't going to go to the theaters.
Right.
So I think you can look it up if you want, but I'm pretty sure there's a specific studio or something that is not going to allow their movies to be played at theaters. I think AMC and some other ones are not going to play them. You might find like a local theater that has them there.
And news as theaters reopen, they're tackling a role never.
Is it Paramount? I don't know.
So
I think they might.
do y'all know?
I'm pretty sure it is. Well,
Either way, I know I read it. Regardless of the studio, it opens back up. Their movies are not allowed. They have to go direct to streaming just as well. Because I personally love going to a theater.
Yeah.
I'd be sad if they closed, but it kind of makes...
It makes sense, but I think movie theaters should be one of the last things they open up, just because like the time crunch to clean between. So if they do open up theaters, this is what they need to do. You need to have seats between groups, so that if you reserve like let's say 4 seats, you have like a buffer seat or two between you and the next group. And the times between movies need to be longer so they can actually like disinfect. Because before it's just like spot cleaning. They just clean up popcorn and like
They wipe it down?
they wipe it down. Like they, I don't know if they did.
No, I think it's just sweep.
I think they just sweep.
I think
And like a lot of movie theaters are carpet, bro.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact they've done a lot of deep cleaning right now, just because like there's nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm. So you think in between?
Yeah, and then
more cleaning, so more time before.
yeah, so that just means less shows, which means less profit, but it also means you're keeping your customers safe.
Food. People even, I mean, these prices are high already.
Prices are, I think prices are going to stay the same.
I mean, they're going to stay the same, but are you going to want something if it's expensive and potentially has COVID? It won't. It probably, assuming they do everything right, but would you?
Yo, what do you think about all the buffet restaurants?
Drive-in movies, yes. Yes, that might make a comeback.
Drive-in movies probably the move now.
Yeah.
So see, the only thing though is like I'm gonna miss like so when we went to go see Avengers Endgame. This is the point I wanted to bring up earlier. When we went to go see Avengers Endgame, it was like 10, 15 of us.
Yeah, the whole row.
It was the whole row, and we all brought snacks from the gas station. It It was so fun, and we went to go watch that at midnight. So the thing that makes movies awesome for me is that midnight experience. Because so I went to go watch Star Wars Episode 7 midnight release. It was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, so I see Cloud saying that like COVID doesn't spread easily through surfaces. So the problem isn't the surfaces there. It spread. So what I've been hearing on the news lately is that it doesn't spread through surfaces. It spreads through like long time contact.
Well, either way, like by our T-Mobile, we have Jason can contest this. We have a guy at the Wendy's next to us that works drive-through. Man, never wears a mask. Jason has told him 2-3 times he doesn't wear a mask, bro.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, imagine somebody just not wearing a mask while they make your food. They might not have it, right? But that's a bad look.
That's about. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like I don't know, going back to movie theaters, like that's the whole thing for me. Like hearing the crowd go nuts. Like if y'all haven't seen Endgame, what are y'all doing? When Cap grabs Thor's hammer,
we all went crazy.
we all went crazy. Cause like you never, I'm getting chills thinking about it. But when Cap picks up Thor's hammer, everyone goes nuts, and you like at a drive-in movie, like what's the best you can do, bro? Honk your horn, bro.
You're just
You're like, bro, you can't hear the movie at that point. Everyone's beep, beep, beep. Like
That's when somebody's phone go and the radio's playing.
like, I don't know, like that's kind of what I'm gonna miss is that interaction with other people. It's kind of like midnight releases now with games.
Weren't they allowed to open?
Really, I didn't know that.
I don't know. I'm just asking because
So-
I thought the mayor said that after a certain amount of time,
Oh
everything
yeah,
would open back up.
yeah. So I think originally everything was supposed to be open up by the week of July 4th, but that's not happening. So I mean, the barbershops just opened back up.
Eve said that in Texas,
Mhm.
some of her family's back on quarantine.
Really?
Yeah. So
Well, this is since I have relatives over there, this is what they said. They opened up everything, and then I guess I didn't because like it wasn't no gradual thing. This is what my grandma said. So sometimes grandma will be getting information wrong. What she told me is that they opened up everything, and it was just like I don't know. It was
Too much
just
too soon?
chaotic. Yeah, it was too much too soon. Because like people were going out without masks, this and that, It was chaos. So I think the gradual release is the way to go, and I think we definitely need to find a vaccine so that theaters can so I don't have to be scared to go to the theater. So I'm definitely gonna watch the next Marvel movie in a theater, bro. Like I can't live stream that.
somebody brought up a good point. Would you pay $20-$25 to watch the next Marvel movie at home?
No.
No. If there was no theater.
If there if there was no
Right.
theater,
If you had a theater option,
I'd go to the theater.
you would.
Well, okay, so see, here's the thing between theater and
Because I am a theater guy. Like I prefer the theater. I watched the My Hero movie in a theater. Super amazing. You can't have that here at home.
Mm.
But it makes more financial sense for companies to be like, yo, $30 here, DoorDash credit.
maybe
Something like that,
that'd be nice. But like I don't know, like
yes.
what?
So VR has this thing called big screen where you put it on and then it virtually puts you in a theater. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, that could be something. Yeah, $25 in big screen, easily.
Like that's the thing though. Like not a lot of people have VR,
Right.
and not a lot of people have like streaming capabilities.
Screw that then. Just buy the movie, $25. You can have all your friends over and they even give you a DoorDash credit or
Okay,
something.
so what do you say about the people in the middle of nowhere, America, like Brown County, Indiana, bro?
Well, I mean,
They like so internet access there isn't the best.
to be fair, we're not talking about them because they're not concerned because they're not going to go anyways, right?
They would go to movie, bro. Yeah,
But how often?
whenever they want to, bro. Like
okay.
so, you never know. They got they got big Marvel nerds out there, bro.
You're right. You're right. I just don't see the profits. I mean, if they do it right, I could see it all going at home online, and I don't want that.
I definitely don't. I mean, like, there's benefits. Like, you can pause it, take a leak whenever you have to, and
No,
like
that's
make
dirty.
your own
That's
food.
dirty. If I'm watching a movie and somebody's to go to the restroom and it's a premiere, stop.
Sucks.
Stop.
Sucks to
Go
suck.
go home. You're not coming back.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, you can, bro, the tacos.
Yeah.
Why are you watching? I mean, I'm pretty sure I haven't sneaked in a torta yet, but I definitely will.
I don't think you're sneaking food.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No. So when I was in high school, I wore cargo shorts to the movie theater, and as I sat down, bro, I pulled out four cheeseburgers from McDonald's. And my boys were going ham, and I think I had a drink too, like in one of the pockets. Bro,
I need it in the middle of nowhere.
yeah, in theaters you get the immersion.
Damn.
Like you have that big old screen, you have the surround sound. Like it's the home theater that you don't have.
Yeah, I guess Jason's right though.
What?
Theaters are, and imagine if you lived where there's nothing to do and there's a movie theater open. That place probably pops.
Yeah, Columbus, definitely. The movie theaters popping all the time, bro. Bro, I'm talking on my own town, but there's nothing to do there. You're either going out to eat or drink, or you're going to the theater. They have they have a bowling alley. I think we had a laser tag place, but the owners shut it down.
I don't know. I think the movie theater experience is something a lot of people like. Flix, have you ever been to Flix? I know you've been to Studio Movie Girl. Flix is like the same quality screen, I would argue, but the food is
Better.
so much. I went there with Eve one time. I had their mac and cheese. It tasted like something at a restaurant.
Bro, so here's what I hate about places like that. Like places where you can actually eat.
Mhm.
People are talking to me during the movie. I hate that.
Really?
Like they're standing like dang near in front of me.
I mean, they're taking orders before the movie starts.
Yeah, but then they're sometimes like they're bringing it out during the movie, and I'm like, get out of here, or I'm gonna hurt you. Like I don't know. I like it to be uninterrupted, especially if it's a premiere, bro. If it's a premiere, I'm not ordering anything. I'm ordering not a thing.
Not a thing. I would argue order as fast as possible. Get them in.
Eat your food, and they walk away. They're usually pretty fast about it. I don't have an issue.
Nah, bro.
Because they usually, this is not their first time watching a movie unless it's like the very first premiere that happens Thursdays at like 9 p.m. Now, I guess it's the new premiere time.
The midnight release at 9
So they
p.m.
know when to come in, sort of,
Mhm.
right? We did it. We were watching Parasite, and you have to read that,
Mhm.
and it was fun. We didn't miss out on anything.
Bro, I didn't watch Parasite in theaters, and I really wish I did.
I think, honestly, it might be a better at-home movie.
Really,
I think so.
Hulu, check it out.
I'm gonna rent it.
It's free on Hulu.
Oh, that's free. Vanessa, I'm gonna steal your Hulu real quick again. Bro, I've been watching Adventure Time.
Mhm.
Okay, so after I finished Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? You know how it slaps. I was like, yo, so I wonder what other shows from my childhood are good. I started watching Adventure Time. The first 4 seasons are, well, the first 3 seasons are very much made for kids. So I got bored really quickly, but I had to power through just to see because at the end I remember there was a lot of people watching and bro, the series is so good. I can't believe they ended it like that, and I'm like, bro, I have to see what it was about. And
It was good.
I'm on season 4, bro.
Oh,
There's 10 or 12 seasons.
Oh.
It's difficult, but okay. So the thing that's easy about it though is 11 minutes and 11:30 seconds, right? So it's nice.
it's not that bad.
Yeah, sometimes I watch it while I'm getting ready for work.
Adventure Time.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. People like that. The beginning seasons are like a prelude. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a lot of prelude.
It's seasons, bro, of prelude. Oh man, but you know what? I'm gonna end it on this final note.
Okay.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is the best kid show I've ever watched.
Is that a kid show?
Yeah,
Young teen show?
bro, they released it on Nickelodeon.
Okay. They also released. What is it?
Star Wars
Ren and
Adventures.
Stimpy or whatever.
That's That's 90s though. Everything was long.
Have you ever seen the something misadventures of?
The Misadventures of Flapjack.
No. Well, that one.
That was
That was late night Cartoon Network, like before adults, so I can see that. But there was another one.
No, that was like that used to have a main time slot.
That was like the Misadventures of
Something in Mandy. Mandy and
The
Mr.
Grim Adventures of Billy.
no.
Yes, the Grim
No,
Adventures.
that one was
What
I
are you
think
talking about?
better. I'll look it up real quick. You keep talking to them.
Bro.
I am positive.
No, okay, so definitely then the out of the shows that I've rewatched from my childhood, Avatar: The Last Airbender is the best. Just because it has like such a good story, it doesn't overstay its welcome like a lot of other shows. Like it's 3 seasons, which I definitely want. Like it leaves you wanting more. So when they release Legend of Korra,
This is I don't know if you guys have seen it, but
Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. That show was not suitable for kids.
really,
I would argue so, but
I haven't rewatched it.
Avatar, very very great. That's amazing.
It was the best,
I think what made it for me was that cast. That cast was just
dude. Yeah, you had Mako on there. R.I.P. the man.
And then
All right, so this has been an hour. I appreciate y'all for watching. Anything you want to say before we go, Saul?
yeah. We can just do a quick little recap. We want movies theaters to stay. They might not. We want the PS5 to be cheap. It might not be.
yeah.
You want my GPA to be high?
It might not be. These viewers are great.
They might not.
End it off.
End it off. All right, boys and girls. So y'all peep the artwork. Expect some more stuff soon. I can't say exactly how soon, but I'm definitely gonna do this more often. This is a lot of fun.
It was pretty fun.
I think we're gonna do this a little bit more often. Make a series out of it. I don't know. Details on my Instagram. All right, boys and girls. I'll see you. This has been Arturo, or as I'm known on YouTube, not ACDO6. Bye, y'all.